been so busy today, man. Craziness. That's why we're late. Hey, this is Johnny Beane. Live. 6/14/2017. Oh, that was loud. Which one of you was that?
It was none of them.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I could be better, but I'm doing okay. Threw my back out last night, and it's tough. You know, I can hardly pick up a guitar. I wanted to change my backdrop today and put different guitars up there so you guys, don't get bored looking at the same guitars. And I can hardly even pick one guitar up. It's horrible.
Oh man, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. It looks like you started to. It looks like there's some slots.
Well, I have this in my hands at the moment, but this is so light. This guitar is so light, but like I can't pick my Frankenstein. Is no way. I can't lift it right now.
Man. Hope you feel better soon, man.
Thanks.
Hey, Brent Z Rocks, Pris, Bill Camporas, hey, Desiree, Mr. BHB. Is that Bruce? All you guys, thanks for jumping in here. Yeah, sorry we're a few minutes late. You wouldn't believe it, but I have a whole family of some sort of birds living in my driveway right now. I have no idea what they are. They're either turkeys or peacocks, or because we have both in the area. Anyway, so I basically had to tell the cats to leave them alone, and of course they're listening. Hey, Rob Grabo. Hey, man. So hey, everybody. It's June 14th, 5:23 p.m. around here. Free-range peacocks, cat dumpling. Yes, we have them. Hey, Cody. Hey, guys. Yeah, it's amazing. All kinds of stuff around here. You have all that stuff in your yard, right?
I've got a lot of things in my yard. Yeah, a lot of little animals, bunnies, duckies and bunnies.
Oh, what a way to start a program, man.
No duckies. We have bunnies. We have raccoons. We have squirrels. We have all kinds of birds. Not peacocks, though.
We do. Echo. They echo. So, yeah. Anyway. What's new? I was out of town yesterday. I was up in Walnut Creek. Busy day up there yesterday. Got home late last night, like what time? 11:30. It was close to midnight by the time I got back.
Yeah.
Hey, Mystic Star. Hey, Ken. Brian Davies. Thank you, Brian. I got your
Yes.
tweets. I got your tweets and your posts and all that.
Tomorrow, though, isn't it?
Well, it is tomorrow, but if you're 8 hours ahead, I guess it's tomorrow.
Oh, it is tomorrow. Tomorrow is tomorrow if you're if you're up there, over there.
In some places. Yeah.
Yeah, it already is.
They start.
Yeah, I was going to wish you a happy birthday on behalf of everyone here, but Brian Davies beat us to it. So we'll have to wait till next year.
Yeah. It's okay. Next year is the big one,
30 next year.
Yeah. Yep. Although I don't know, 29 again. So yeah, anyway, this is I don't know what's going on. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Wolfgang Wednesday is what we call this. Although I think we're going to talk about something else. Oh, but Mystic Star has a question though for us. Sorry, it's just it's wildness out there.
Wildness Wednesday.
It's wild. It's wild. What do you call it? Where the wild things are Wednesday. Thank you, Brent.
What's kind of cheap, Brian?
Something you said or did?
I don't know. What, that Brian beat us to it? Come on.
Is that cheap?
Is that cheap?
Well, coming out of your mouth, it probably is.
Better than it being expensive. Better
Ugh.
cheap than expensive.
Adam, no, my birthday's tomorrow. For some of you, it is tomorrow. My birthday is the 15th. So wherever the 15th is. Wow. Did we just jump from 27 to 37 people all of a sudden?
I think so.
Dang. Thank you, Mr. BHB birthday.
Who is that?
Is that birthdays? Mystic Star, if you had a Floyd on a Les Paul, should he put a Floyd Rose? What am I talking about? I don't even know if that's even a guy. If you have a Floyd on a Les Paul, should you put a D-tuner on it?
Well, if it's sitting,
Can you?
If it's sitting against the body, you can. But if it's floating, you can't. It doesn't work on any guitar if it's a floating bridge.
Because a Les Paul, the body kind of dips down a little bit.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because there's usually a cutout where it sits in the body a little bit. The Floyd will they'll either have, if it's sitting on the body where it's touching the body, there'll be like a little flat part where it's cut out. If not, it'll just be floating on top. And if it's floating, you wouldn't be able to use a detuner.
No, if it's floating, you can't use it on anything, no matter what it is. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for all the happy birthdays. Thank you. Anthony said Jay-Z. Wow.
Holy moly.
Look at this.
Anthony's here. Jeez.
Anthony, how are you doing, man? Hey, Showman. Paul Glover. Hey, Paul Glover, how are you doing? Happy early birthday.
Any relation to Corey?
Thank you. Cody, what would be the best Wolfgang to buy? The best one for you.
Yeah, the one that you can afford. Absolutely. If you can afford a USA, grab it. If you can afford the special, grab it. If you can afford the standard, grab it. They're all good.
They're all great. It depends on which one you like. Different finishes, different colors. Thank you, Mystic Star. Thank you, everybody. Who else? Someone else. Timothy. Tim. Most floated Les Pauls are recessed, routed for pull-up, so no detuna, Tim says. Dan. Thank you, Dan.
WTF has a question. It says, I have a PVJSX 120 watt head. I want to change the 4 EL34 tubes and the 12 AX7 preamp tubes to the same exact type of tubes. Do I need to bias the amp? Yes, you do. You always need to bias the amp unless it's a fixed biased amp, which heads usually are not. They are usually you need to bias the amp no matter what. And it's not because of your preamp tubes. It's because of the power tubes. They always need to be biased because they're even if they say they're matched, they're not matched. You have to have it done.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Frank C.
Rob Grabo says, hey, Dave, what size block would fit an EVH Wolfgang Special, and do you get the L block? I have an L block in my Stripe Series Special, and it's a 37 millimeter. Works great. I don't normally use the L block, but that's what I have in that guitar, and it works great. So if you want an L block, that's the one.
Mm-hmm. What does bias mean? I don't even know what that means.
Well, what biasing is getting both tubes to be, it's like putting a set of strings on a guitar and not tuning it up. If it's not tuned up, you'll have a set of strings on your guitar, you'll get sound, but it'll sound like crap. Mm-hmm. You need your tubes to be in tune with each other. They need to be at a certain bias level that equal each other, or else the amp could blow up. You could blow fuses. The plate voltage could be too high, and you can burn out the whole head. You can hurt the whole amplifier if your tubes are not biased.
Mm-hmm. Are you biased?
Some say I am. Some say I'm not. I'm biased to the right just a little bit.
Who said that? Pascal. Yes. It's my birthday. Well, tomorrow, the 15th. It's still the 14th here. One VH fan is asking about the 1550 guitar shipping. Thought it'd be released by now, since everything else from Winter NAMM was released a bit earlier than expected. We've heard all kinds of stuff. Although our friend Dan on here said he heard tomorrow, right? The 15th.
I don't know. I mean,
That's what he.
It could be. I mean, you know, if Joe Suma gets on here with us tonight, if he comes upon us, we can ask him. I mean, he's an EVH dealer, and he might know more than we do. We'll see. Let's see if he comes on.
Would he be allowed to say, though?
I would imagine. He could tell us.
Sorry, I'm watching my chickens. I don't want a fight to break out between the turkeys and the chickens.
I totally get it.
Or whatever they are. I don't know. I'm not sure what they could be. Buzzards, for all I know.
Turkey vultures.
We have those too. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, condors.
They're all here.
They're all crazy.
And it doesn't help that I was out there throwing seeds 10 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Paul Glover, yes, the 5150 combo PV does have to be biased. They all have to be biased. When you retube them, they have to be biased. Usually, small amps like a Fender Champ, you know, something of that. You know, some of the old Tweed Fender amps. Those some don't need to be biased. If it has a fixed bias, you know, something like that, then you just throw a set of tubes in and you know, you do one of these, and hopefully it doesn't. No.
Mm-hmm.
That's really just a joke. But yeah, yes, the 5150 combo does need to be biased.
Thank you, Pascal.
There were other questions. Hang on a second. So.
Oh, there's tons of them.
Dan White says yes, the 15th for sure.
LOL. Why wouldn't it be released on my birthday? It makes total sense. And that, you know, FedEx would arrive with one right at that door, you know, tomorrow. Why wouldn't that happen? Please. It should.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hey, Bozique. Did I say that already? So you have to bias the amp every time you change the tubes?
Yeah, sure.
Every time?
Every time.
I know I need to get my PV 1550 everything. But I have no idea when that's ever going to happen.
Mystic Star asked Dave, have you ever been able to get a double neck Wolfgang yet? I didn't even know they made them. I don't think they make them. And no, I don't have one, nor have I been able to get my hands on one.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Brian! And Dave!
I think it's more like Johnny Beane and Dave.
It's like Johnny Beane and Dave. Steve Anderson is in the house. You're not late, man. We are. We just started. It's all good.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, man. Anyway, so one thing that I thought we would talk about, something we could talk about. Somebody, who was it? It was Vinny. Vinny, where's Vinny at?
I thought I saw him in here earlier.
Vinny posted on I don't know where he posted it. Was it on my page or some page? Asking about how many guitars Van Halen took on the road during 5150 and 0812 tours.
Oh, that's correct. Yes. Yeah.
Asking how many, and people are like, 316, 812.
There he is. He says, "Yo."
Hey, Vinny, yo, man. I do remember from the Guitar World July '88, right? Cover story. They were talking about guitars. Was it that one? Maybe it was a different one. Anyway, I remember they were saying that they take about 15 guitars on the road. Something like that. So the number was around 15 at one time. And it would have been around that time. I think this was 0812 tour. This was right before Monsters of Rock. They did that interview.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they were saying 15 back in '88, roughly 15. So, more or less during the previous tour, I would think. And I know we've seen the pictures, of all of the racks of all the striped guitars.
Yeah.
We've seen some of the video footage of that stuff.
I don't think they're all put out on that rack each night. I think what they do is they'll put maybe 7 or 8 of them out, and then if they need more, they'll go to the whatever truck they have or whatever coffin they're in and pull more out. But I think on those racks there's no more than 8 of them usually, but they do take more out on the road.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know about back then, but you know how you call them the guitar boats?
Yeah.
You think those are just covers? Like they're already set? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're usually covered. They're in a boat. Yeah.
you take the cover off, mm-hmm. and they're all sitting lined up. That's how they travel. It's not like they throw them in a case each guitar every night. You know what I mean?
I've seen them do that.
Thank you, Buzzy.
I can't remember what tour it was, but it was when Eddie was using Music Man guitars, and I stayed after, and I saw. I don't even remember what tech it was. It could have been Rudy. Maybe it was '93, maybe. But I remember there being cases, and at the end of the show, he was actually putting those guitars in cases.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe the main one.
No, it was there were a bunch of cases, and he was just putting guitar one after another in cases at the end of the show.
Very cool. Awesome. Steve Anderson. All good, man. That was you that sent me that text? Late last night? Texted you late last night. Received. Steve Anderson got a copy of The Guitar Man yesterday. Took 3 months to get it from Japan, he says. It's the one from '78 live. It has the '78 photo on the front. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. And I wrote back. Very cool. That is very cool, man. Johnny Beane, how does it feel to turn 30? Again. Feels great. It feels awesome each and every time. Ow.
Yeah, listen. I know all about the ows. I'm living it right now, right this minute.
Oh no, I actually hit my arm, but yeah,
No, I'm living. Well, I'm still living the hour right now.
that's how it feels. Thank you, Rob. Is it Grabo? Rob, is that one word? Rob Grabo? Thank you, Thomas.
Grabo?
And
Bravo?
I'll just be saying thank you this whole time.
Yeah, just say thanks. We give thanks.
Although, hey, if I have you on Facebook, um, you know what that's going to be like. The birthday posts, hundreds of them. Thumbs ups. Look at this. Thank you for the thumbs ups.
We do have some thumbs ups.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pre-birthday thumbs ups.
Very cool. 45 people watching.
46 people. You guys are getting close to the age I'll be tomorrow. Just keep going up. Joe Wentz, I just got the new audio book, Running with the Devil by Noel Monk. There's an audio version of that? What was the deal with... Well, I don't want to spoil anything.
No spoilers, please.
Okay. Although we've seen... Well, there's something in there that we talked about one time. I'm not going to say it on here. I'll say it to you. Or remind me, or let me write it down.
I'll mind.
It's let me see. Hang on. Okay, there. I'll there. And this is public. This is what I'm going to tell him is public. It's something that's in that book that I don't want to spoil it for anything for anybody who hasn't read it. Which I haven't read it.
And he knows I'm not going to read it, so it doesn't matter.
I just happen to say it. The truth is, I probably won't read it. I'm not kidding. I can't even read. I can barely read these comments.
I know. That's why he has me here.
One person is not happy that I have a... Oh. Come on. There's no such thing as a birthday thumbs down, please.
Make it 2. This is where they start.
What? Hey, Johnny, are you still going to get the EVH 5150 guitar? If so, who are you ordering it through? There might be a deal where I'm getting one, maybe.
Well, there is. You just have to decide if you're doing it.
Okay.
The other side definitely wants to do it. So if you want to do it, just say yes. It's happening.
Yeah. I said yeah.
Well, then yes.
Like months ago.
The deal doesn't just fall through just because the guitar hasn't come in. The guitar has to come in. But yes, that's going to happen. Johnny is getting a 5150 EVH branded guitar.
That would be awesome. To have one of those on my 58th birthday would be amazing. Joe Wentz. Joe. Yeah, by the way, Joe called me like an hour ago and was telling me about this Zoom camera that he ordered. I'm sorry, I'm itching my ear on the video. Anyway, Joe's going to get one. This certain camera, audio, super cool thing, and he's going to test it out and do some research with it and let me know how it is. What was I trying to? What were we talking about? The guitar boats. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so one of the things that I want to talk about here, and actually Ron was going to join us and then bailed at the last moment.
That guy.
You know.
He also bailed on me this weekend because it's Father's Day. Oh, Father's Day. I can't. My kids and my dad, you know, they all have fathers.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Not really.
Oh,
Let him-
I forgot. He has kids.
Yeah, he does.
He kind of has to spend them with them instead of you, I guess. Unless he brings them with him.
Why? I'm not spending Father's Day with my father. Why do they have to spend it with him?
What if Rob shows up with his whole family? Would they be allowed to stay there?
No.
Would they all fit on that couch back there? All of them?
I wouldn't have it happen.
It's been 2 weeks. Oh. Huh?
Since your last confection? Confection?
What? Hey, Johnny, just looked on the site. AMS, that said they'd be in on the 15th. They took that down. Oh, no. So I guess the guitars aren't coming out on my birthday after all. That's really, really. I don't know what's more depressing, that those guitars aren't out yet, or that I'm getting older tomorrow.
Ah, that's not, that's not depressing. Happens.
Watch this. We go live on Friday. I look instantly older.
Yeah.
You don't actually like age a bunch on your birthday, do you?
Big white beard.
Like on your birthday, like stroke of midnight tonight, all of a sudden I'll start just aging. Like I'll look in the mirror and be like, oh.
Showman Blues, don't you know you don't ask a lady how old they are? Wow.
You don't?
No.
Huh? He's asking me.
Exactly. That's why I said it.
I'm a lady?
Well, you act like one. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll be the big 3-0. Again. Actually, no, it's 29 every time. I don't look old. Thank you, Pris. What's for dinner tonight? Steve Anderson is putting lasagna in the oven right now. I don't look a day over 36. I would hope not. What's for dinner? I think barbecue chicken. Or actually, we might be having turkey tonight. Just gotta grab the net.
Or turkey vulture.
Gotta grab the net. I'm having baked vulture. Yuck.
Oh, so let's talk about this as well. Since who was it that asked you about the tuning the 5150 guitar down a whole step for the song 5150 in 1986 and how to get done so fast? And
yeah, that's what we were going to talk about.
Yeah,
Rob was supposed to be here for that. Where is he?
Yeah, blah 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 blah. Rob.
Anyway, yeah, that's one of the things we're going to talk about because I wake up today, Vinny, is. I don't think Vinny sleeps, right? So he posts somewhere about all the backup guitars from the 86 and 88 tours. And this is a whole thread on Facebook. So anybody that's in that group can actually see all this. I forget what was going on. Anyway, somebody asked me something. And yeah, they were asking about that, about how that guitar was tuned all the way down and then back up instantly on Live Without a Net. And I answered them, well, Live Without a Net is edited.
Magic.
That's not, you watch Live Without a Net. What do they start with? He says, hello, New Halen, and they start with One Way to Rock.
Yeah, that's not how it starts.
It's missing. You really got me. That's not even there, right?
Yeah, and all the beginning, nonsense on guitar that Eddie does every night.
It's not nonsense.
Well,
it's amazing.
The noise, yeah, all that.
It's not noise.
Yes, it is.
Music.
It's not music. The very opening.
The cool stuff.
Yeah.
The cool stuff. Yeah.
Whatever you call it.
I call it awesome. That's right. All that's not there, huh? That's right. It's all taken out. Yeah. So anyway, I told the guy, I responded back, oh, it's edited. And he's like, well, duh, but something, blah, 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 whatever. And so I went and I looked on some set lists. I found some set lists from some of the shows, and this is what we figured out. Or do you want to say it?
No, you can go ahead. It's your show. I'm just a cog in the.
You said cog.
Yes, I did.
I don't even know what that is. Thought 5150 was dropped D standard, but I never tried to play it. Dan says, how is 5150 the song tuned in hey 802 Blues? How is it tuned during the 86 tour?
It was tuned a whole the guitar was tuned a whole step down. So if you're playing an E chord, it would be D, and then the low E string would be tuned to C. So it's like D, but a whole step down from D. So it would be it would be D. Well, I guess it would be in C.
I still don't understand.
Yeah, the guitar would be it would be he'd be playing his D here in the 5th position, right? But since the guitar is tuned a whole step down, that would be C. So, do you know what I'm saying?
Showman Blues says it'd be drop C in D.
Yes. Correct.
Cool. So here's what we kind of figured out. And I know we talked about this a long time ago, but I forgot. So if you look at some of the set lists, like let's say well, the one that everybody knows is Live Without a Net. Right? And like we just said, that video starts with One Way to Rock, when really they played You Really Got Me. That was the first song they played. And it's edited out. Right? Mm-hmm. There was a lot of songs they cut out from that home video.
Right.
So anyway, so if you're going from Live Without a Net, it goes from the drum solo to 5150 to Best of Both Worlds. I think. That's what it says on here anyway, from Wikipedia. Maybe I'm wrong. Vinny would know. Vinny watches Live Without a Net every day. Vinny, what's the song before and after 5150, the song? Steve Anderson. You're right. Good Enough was played during that tour, which isn't on that video. Who knows if it was even in that show. Dreams was another song. But that's
well, it was. Good Enough was on that show because of the
audio that's around?
The audio, yes. There's Good Enough and there's Wild Thing. They played it both nights, but probably something happened where it, wasn't a great version of it or something. And they didn't include it on the video.
Didn't they say that
Eddie's solo was usually right after Good Enough.
Didn't they say that didn't Edward say in an interview that they played 2 nights and they could only use the second night? The first night they had all technical difficulties?
I don't remember. I think so. I think
he said that. I think he said that one time.
But the thing is, they used some of the first night because Rock and Roll was from the first night.
Yeah, actually, there's 2 different versions of Rock and Roll. There's the version that's on the home video, and then there was an audio version that was played on radio, which was live, which was a totally different version.
Yep.
So it probably was like from the first night, maybe. So anyway, I was looking at a bunch of set lists from.
And I think Sammy's clothing, someone's clothing is different. If you watch the video. I can't remember. It's not Eddie because he's wearing those same pink pants, but someone's clothing on Rock and Roll is different than it is the rest of the night. So can't remember who. Maybe it was Michael. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But you were about to say?
I was about to say that I changed my shirt real quick because you were wearing the black shirt. Actually, no, I was wearing a different black shirt, which I would have looked like I was wearing the same thing from 2 days ago, and I didn't want to look like I'd been sitting here the entire time. Yeah, okay, yeah. So Steve Anderson, thank you. So from Live Without a Net, it goes from the drum solo to 5150, which is the song we're talking about, to Best of Both Worlds, right? But if you look at a bunch of the set lists, oh, let's see, where am I? Okay, here's St. Paul, Minnesota, April 28th, 1986. It goes from Why Can't This Be Love to 5150 to Panama. Okay. Meaning on this particular live show, they didn't record the bass solo, is what that means. It's not added. But it looked like the majority of a lot of the shows, basically what I'm saying is there was a key, it would go from the drum solo to a keyboard song to the bass solo, I believe. What am I trying to say? Oh, wait.
August 20th. I got August 20th here
Where am
from
I?
Montreal.
It would go from the drum solo to a keyboard song to 5150 to the bass solo.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Meaning that they would tune the 5150 guitar down during the drum solo. It would be in the drop C D tuning, and then during the keyboard song, which sometimes it was Why Can't This Be Love, I think sometimes it was Dreams. Now during Tessie Switch, hey man, we probably should have practiced this. This is the practice show, everybody. Okay. Where's Rob? Rob would know all this stuff because all he does is listen to this stuff. So during the drum solo, during Alex's solo, they would have tuned the guitar down. The next song would have been, let's say, Why Can't This Be Love? He'd be wearing the guitar, but he doesn't play guitar at all during the song. During the keyboard song, Why Can't This Be Love? Sammy plays all the guitar. So then the next song, he plays the guitar. It's all tuned down, and then after that would be the bass solo, where they tune the guitar back up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that right, Vinny?
That's exactly right. And, even before the drum solo, that guitar could have been tuned down right after the second song, because Summer Nights and Get Up, he's using the Steinberger.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It could have been tuned down right there, and then, just to make sure it stays in that tune, for tempered tuning. There's like 4 songs before he needs to have that guitar. So it could have been tuned several times to make sure that it's, stays that way. And then, during the bass solo is 7 minutes. If you can't tune a guitar up one full step in 7 minutes, you're a bad tech.
That guy wasn't a bad tech, though, man.
No, he was great. Z Clark was a good tech. That he was so good that he said that only one string broke on that whole tour, but I've seen 3 shows where the string on the 5150 is broken. It's very funny.
Okay, so anyway. So that's what we're trying to say. There was enough time for the guitar to be tuned down and then tuned back up. Very, 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 very easy. Very cool. But something I was going to say, though. So Why Can't This Be Love? He doesn't play the guitar at all. He could be wearing it or whatever. But when they played Dreams, he did play the guitar. He played the guitar solo. Probably, unless if you've only heard the Live Without a Net, you know, show, most likely you haven't heard a live version of Dreams back from that tour. It was cool.
It was very cool.
It was very cool. It had a different intro to it. He played a piano intro, which was different than the recording. There's no guitar in the song at all. The whole song is just piano. And then during the solo, he steps out from the piano and plays the solo on guitar.
And he plays a different solo than he did on the actual track, which is cool. It was different.
It's a little different. Yeah, he does like some chord stuff. Yeah. Yeah. But so some of that, like I'm guessing here. I wasn't, you know, I didn't see that tour. I was, you know, this tall, even though I'll be 58 tomorrow. All I've heard are a lot of audio. I've heard the audio. There's not much video. Well, actually, there's some. There is some video. There's Montreal 86 and there's like Detroit 86. Do they play Dreams on either one of those videos? Those, if they do, we should look and see if they do and see what guitar he's wearing during Dreams, if you can see it. Because I'm guessing that a lot of the pictures that we see of him playing a backup guitar, like the 918V or whatever, I'm guessing some of that could be possibly from the guitar solo of Dreams.
Oh, that's definitely that way. If you remember watching Unleashed, Van Halen Unleashed, there's a little segment where probably where you realize that he was playing the Dreams guitar solo, where he was using a backup Kramer. It was a backup Kramer he was using on Unleashed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It wasn't 5150 guitar.
I'm gonna have to watch that again, man. I used to watch that.
You know, I guess when they're, you know, because if you ever saw Van Halen Unleashed, they, you know, there's a segment of each guy, and when they get to Eddie Van Halen, part of the segment is that, you know, you see a video, you know, him talking, everyone talking about him, and then they show clips of him playing live. They show clips of his guitar solo. They show clips of different parts of songs, and one of the clips is the solo to Dreams, and he's using a backup Kramer on it. I don't know if it's the 918V or not. I don't remember that, but it is definitely a backup Kramer.
Yeah. Oh, the Omega. Yeah, the Unchained Oakland guitar solo was very cool. I love that solo. Loved it. Still do.
Yeah, very different than the record.
Anyway. Here's something real quick. Here's a screenshot that I took earlier. There's a because we were kind of talking about this. We were texting this morning. There's a live pro shot version of Why Can't This Be Love that might have been, I would say, was used for like a music video at the time, and it's from a different show. It's not from the New Haven, Connecticut. And there's two versions of this video. There's an actual live version, meaning the footage is all live, but meaning that the audio is live. And then there's another version where it's the record underneath the video footage. There's two different ones. But anyway, this is Why Can't This Be Love. This is just a screenshot that I took, and you can see Edward is wearing a backup Kramer. If it doesn't. There we go. Right there.
Yep, there you go. Pointed headstock and all.
Yeah. So anyway,
TWF asks, "Hey Dave, does Eddie use a pitch shift pedal to get that detuned effect?" No, it's an Eventide harmonizer, not a pedal. It's a rack unit. And in the early days, it was probably an Eventide H949.
Wow, we got 60 people looking at us right now. Man, thank you, everybody. Oh, I went to 58.
Nope.
Thank you, everybody. Though, thank you for jumping in. And remember, thumbs downs don't count on birthdays.
Yeah.
All a thumbs down mean is you're wishing me an unhappy birthday tomorrow. So think about that.
Just lost the thumbs down, which is good.
Somebody's conscience kicked right in. Conscious?
Conscience. Tessie Switch, you're right. On summer nights, he definitely used it. It was the Steinberger, but on MeWise Magic, it was probably a Wolfgang with a trans trem on it. By that time, he had those trans trems on a couple of Wolfgangs.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a Les Paul with a trans?
Yeah, you know what? In fact, I think that was it. I think he used the Les Paul because I think I remember reading that on MeWise Magic he used the Les Paul with the trans trem. You're right. And that person gave you your thumbs down back.
Thank you.
That's really nice. Really nice of you.
Come on, jerks. Don't thumbs down Johnny Beane for his birthday. You tell him, Desiree. Here, let me show you. I think I've got a picture of that guitar we were just talking about. It's a Les Paul with a...
Is it Cat Dumpling that's messing with us?
It might be. Why not?
She says no. Maybe.
Here, speaking of backups, there's a backup.
Yeah, it's a different one too. Yep.
Isn't that a backup, Kramer?
It is, in fact, indeed.
Right there.
Actually, it's the same guitar that from that video. It's the same guitar you just showed.
Just real quick, here's one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite Kramers. I love this Kramer. Right there.
That guitar is in a hard rock right now. I don't know. I don't remember which one, but it's in a hard rock.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's the number 5.
Yep.
It has a number 5 on it. Right there, like it was gonna say 5150, and just if that isn't a hard rock, I would love pictures of that. Sorry, I'm taking too long. I know there's pictures here somewhere. Here's a really cool backup Kramer.
Yep.
Right there.
I've seen that one.
And
that one's up in Canada, isn't it? Isn't that up in Ontario? That guitar?
I don't know where it is, but if anybody knows,
you know what? Can you send me that photo? I've actually I don't. I probably don't need it, but.
I'm taking way too long. This is what happens when all you do is take selfies of yourself nonstop.
Showman Blues wants to know what you like about that number 5 guitar so much.
I like the striping pattern on it. The striping pattern is really, really cool. I think that's by me, Dave, at the Hard Rock in Niagara Falls, Canada. Adam EVH says, Adam EVH, man, if you happen to go over there, and this goes for everybody. If you know of a Van Halen guitar, like at a Hard Rock or on display somewhere near you, and if you happen to get over there, any pictures would be appreciated. You can email them to me. I would love great photos of these guitars. I love this stuff. You can email them or you can text. You can text them to my 415-952-3263 number. Some of you guys do. Some of you guys actually do. I get texts all the time from people. I'm not finding that picture. Anyway. My thumb at what is up? Cat Dumpling? The Omega says their favorite guitar is the Hartford Teacher guitar.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That guitar's in LA. Private owner. You know him. You know the guy who owns the Hartford Teacher, don't you?
I don't know.
Someone I know knows him.
You know them?
I don't remember the guy's name.
Very cool, Tessie Switch. Says he has a photo of himself with the prototype golden sample of the Charvel Star guitar reissue.
Oh, how cool.
It's on the Tessie Switch Instagram page.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Everybody go over and like the Tessie Switch Instagram. Just go to Instagram, search TESI Switch, SWITCH.
Cat Dumpling asks if you have thought more about getting Dave Peschelette on the show.
I have not. Do you want him on here? I have a mutual friend who knows him.
Yes, I think you should get him on here.
Oh, you're welcome, Tessie Switch. Anytime, man.
Steve, I don't remember saying that I was getting any type of delivery today.
Aren't you always getting some sort of something?
No. Nope. No. I mean, I'm waiting on a Floyd Rose. I'm waiting on a whale tail Floyd Rose, but hasn't even been shipped yet.
It hasn't?
No, I mean,
What was that sound?
What sound? Oh, that was Teddy texting me something.
Teddy. Oh yeah, here's the Tessie Switch Instagram. Go over and there you go. Go follow him. that I know that picture is on here. I just saw it of the prototype star. I just saw it. There it is.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
There he is. Right there.
That's too cool.
Yeah. Got the lunchbox too. Yeah.
I think I have to turn this fan on. My dog's overheating.
No.
There you go, Brady.
I recognize that guitar.
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Look at that. How cool.
I've seen somebody holding that one before.
Mm-hmm. I wonder where that guitar went.
Huh? Is it gone?
No, it's right there on my rack. Can't you see it right there? I can see the blue for right there. It's right there.
Oh, I see it. Jason Hall, do you see that?
What's the deal with Ed Whammy Bar being loose on his guitars? With Ed's Whammy Bar being loose on his guitars? I don't know. I'll ask him the next time I see him. I don't know. He likes them loose like this. It's loose. I don't know. I like it that way too. Ask Johnny, because his Music Man is that way. Super duper loose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's not just loose that way. It's loose
the other way too. I know. It's loose up and down too. So is this one. There's about an inch of play up and down. Yours is probably more than that, but this is about an inch of play. Before
if yours is an inch, mine is at least 2 inches.
Well, excuse me. That's because you're thinner than I am.
Mine goes about this far. I'm talking about the whammy bar movement from the body. Come on. Come on, Dave.
Mark Z asks if I use a treble bleed. On some guitars, I do. I have a treble bleed on my Strat. For some reasons, most of these guitars don't need it. They stay pretty bright when you turn the volume down.
Mm-hmm. Man, I really want to find this picture. Let me keep looking here.
Okay, so anyway, while he's looking for that photo, Desiree says she's never heard it called a whammy bar before.
Huh? Oh, man. I don't think that picture is here. If I'm not seeing it, it's not here. Which is weird.
Showman Blues says, so when you guys are collecting EVH guitars, what maker do you really cherish? Myself.
Here's a Kramer. Here's a Van Halen Kramer that I believe. Wait, no, maybe I shouldn't say this. I can't be for sure now. I'll show it. I'm not going to say what I was about to say because I can't remember. Maybe Dave knows. Do you know anything about that, Kramer?
Did you send me that guitar once before? I don't think I remember seeing that.
Send you the guitar? I never had
Send
the
me
guitar.
the photo of that guitar. Send me that. So send me that photo, please.
It's got a white Floyd Rose.
Yeah, send me that photo. I don't think I've seen that one. But that's just that's got to be a some sort of hard rock or backup. Yeah, it's just a backup. It's probably or made for someone. I don't think there were a lot of guitars that were made and Eddie either it was made for Eddie Ed Kramer, and they said, oh, look at this, we can do a white Floyd, and he said, yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's great, put it in the pile.
There's a cool one right there.
I know that one very well.
That's a cool.
You've played that one quite a few times, haven't you?
I played it one time. I'm blurry. How do you guys know all these striped guitars? After 420, the stripes all look the same.
No, I think.
After 420.
I think it's 420. Yeah.
I've never.
It helps when you don't do that stuff. You kind of remember what they look like.
I've never done that. So
neither have I.
So that's how I can remember. Why is that not here?
Sinner says he always thought there was only one striped Kramer, and then he started watching this show.
Really? There's been a few.
Yeah, to say the least.
There's been quite a few. Here's a backup that's actually signed.
Yeah, I've seen that. Actually,
right there.
Actually, I thought that was the number 5 guitar for a little while, but it's not. It's similar.
Mm-hmm.
That guitar has a banana headstock. It's not a pointy headstock.
Here's the one that Rob has been talking about a lot.
Yeah, he just got the body to do that one today, I think.
That picture is not here. That's weird. Anyway, I can't even remember what picture I was even looking for.
I don't know.
No, it was. I've got a cool picture of the Les Paul that says 5150 on it.
Oh, I've got one of those.
That has the. Oh, you have one of those?
Well, I don't personally have one. I have a photo of it.
Mm-hmm. Has a trans trem. Has a trans trem on it.
I'll go get it right now.
But anyway, the picture that I have of it is a picture of it actually at the studio.
There you go, right there.
Yeah. So anyway, that's Yeah, that's the guitar.
I know that that's probably not the photo you were talking about, but that is the guitar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, the picture that I have is that guitar like lined up against the wall with some other guitars near it. But anyway, that's the one we were talking about. How he recorded. We're thinking Me Wise Magic
Mm-hmm.
was recorded with that guitar. That's what some people have thought.
Very true. Here's a really cool backup. You see that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, that one's great. That's the one on the When It's Love single cover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here's another photo of that one that I thought was the number 5 guitar, but is not the one that signed. I don't know if you could see that. Hang on. How about that? Is that any better?
I'm looking. Hey, RMG 471. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that 0812 yellow Kramer is really cool.
Yeah, I like that guitar too.
Man, Kramer guitars, they're cool, but that era, you know.
I don't know if you've ever seen this one, but there's this one.
Yes, I've seen that one.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Yep.
Unless I sent it to you.
I know who that is that's playing that.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
His name starts with an A.
All right. Yeah, you know. You right.
Hey, I love this stuff. I love these guitars. Why do you think we
Is that?
talk why we talk about these things? Why is my mic falling all of a
I
sudden?
don't know, but how about that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the blue headstock, Frankie.
It is. And how about the back of it?
I guess that was built for him, and he didn't. Did Unkert paint that or build that?
Yes.
And they gave it to him, and he didn't like the blue headstock.
Yes.
Something like that.
Not that one. You know what that one is, huh?
I'm thinking that's like a Kramer that has no decal on it. Is that right?
No, it has. This is actually the one that I just showed you, and with the autograph on it before it was autographed and given to a autograph.
Oh, okay. That's the same one?
Yep.
Ah, it's 6:30 here. It's past 4:20, so they're all looking alike to me.
Oh wow. Then there's this one.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is the same one from the Why Can't This Be Love video. Lots of guitars.
Excuse you.
It's just my Facebook telling me that tomorrow's your birthday.
That's the one that's at the Las Vegas. It's on display in Vegas at a casino. Is it the Hard Rock? A Hard Rock or a Hard Rock Hotel or something? Yeah, somebody actually, I don't know where you got that shot, but somebody actually went down there and they took a bunch of pictures of it and sent them to me.
Is that another one? I can't remember if these are photos that you sent me in the past or if I found them. I don't know.
I've never seen that. I don't know what that one is.
Pointy headstock, I think. Yep, pointy headstock.
Is that a clean picture or is it blurry?
It is a little bit blurry.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, you did send me the photo of the guitar with the white Floyd on it. I have it.
Is it the whole guitar or just that one
Just
close
the body. Just the body.
Okay.
Oh, here's the guitar. This is the guitar that you just. No, it's not. This is yet another one.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, but somebody photoshopped that headstock.
What are you talking about?
The headstock's totally photoshopped up. I forget why they did that. Somebody actually did that. It wasn't printed like that. Somebody
You're right.
photoshopped that. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I forget the reason why they did that. I remember that.
Yeah, there are a lot of guitars here. It's crazy. I forgot I had all these.
Mm-hmm. You mean all the ones behind you?
Those two. Forgot here. How about this? How about this boat of guitars?
That's cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was
what were we talking about? I think that was what, 2012?
That was recently. That was a recent one.
Here's another great shot. I believe this is 1988. I'm almost positive this is 1988.
It's I think that's an 86.
Is that 86?
Look at the date at the bottom of the photo. Do you see? Does it say 86?
It says 29.
It's zoomed in. That picture's zoomed. That's like one of the pictures where Eddie's flipping the finger.
I remember. I have that photo too, but I didn't think this was the same.
It's the same one. Or actually, there's a picture of Valerie. There's a picture of Valerie, and you can see all the guitars. It might be one of those.
Okay.
Some nerd told me.
All right, then.
Don't you remember telling me that?
With Valerie?
Come on. I'm joking around.
I think this is 93, right?
I think that's 92.
Not, well, I thought it was 93 because he has his main yellow guitar, but also the flame topped one with the 5150 on it, the flame yellow, which is what he ended up using. That one. There's well, hang on. This yellow one in the back, which is the main guitar, forever.
Hey, Jaden James.
And then that one. I don't know. Whatever.
It's very cool. Either way.
Yeah.
Got
Either
50,
way, stop showing photos, Dave.
we got 53 people sitting here, bored to death.
That's
Come on, it's Wolfgang Wednesday.
It is.
Very cool. Very cool stuff.
Tomorrow's your birthday.
It is. That's what I heard. RMG 471. What happened to the guitar behind me? What happened to that?
It blew up.
Hey, blank palette too. Mike has himself 701 is asking Dave, what do you think of Tonewood? What is Tonewood? I don't even know what that means.
I mean, poplar is a tone wood. You know, basswood is a tone wood. They're all tone woods. They're all good. You know, it really depends on what your ear hears. They're all good.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Molly. Joe Wentz just went live with special guest Jim G.
Jim G, huh?
Although Joe, he goes live every like 10 minutes. So I wouldn't leave this for that. Just kidding, Joe. But it's true, though. Huh? Ron Johnson relicked it so much it disintegrated. Oh, this guitar right here? No, you know how we were talking about how who was it? Somebody the other day said they were giving away free air guitars. They mailed me an air guitar, and I changed the neck.
That's that's really funny. That's awesome. 50 people watching that saying, "What?"
Yeah.
Who is that, Bruce?
Have to go, everyone. Night, Johnny Beane and David Nesdall. Good night, Mr. BHB. Is that Bruce? Good night, Bruce. U.S. American made guitars. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, that was kind of funny. Yeah, it's just a neck. It's a Wolfgang. It's Wolfgang Wednesday. It's a Wolfgang standard guitar neck. Brand new, believe it or not. Came from the, what do you call it? The Mystic Blue?
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Right here. That guitar right there.
The Mystic Blue EVH Wolfgang standard. Yeah. Yeah. Dave got the guitar. He changed the neck. He had a different neck for it. You know how he likes to change all his good stuff around, and sent me the neck. There it is. Somebody mailed me an air guitar the other day in a small envelope. I open it up, change the neck. That's a whole guitar. You just can't see the body.
Yeah, that body's just, actually it's just really small.
It's air. It's airy. There's something real airy about this guitar back here. It's open and airy. But no, this is going to go on as far as right now. I've got the that stealth Wolfgang special Chinese body. That was all a total guitar at one point. But the neck from that went on this guitar, taking a nap. I don't know if you can even tell. Yeah, you can see it. This is the one that's all sanded down, the natural looking Wolfgang special. So that neck was on the stealth body. That stealth body will probably match up with this neck here. Probably. Thing is, I need to get a bridge for the body, a hardtail bridge. I had all the studs and everything pulled from that body for this guitar. This guitar was just a body. The EVHGEAR model, is it a USA or an import? It's an import neck. Truthfully, I can't even tell you what color that body is because it's an air guitar. I can't even see it. So I don't know. I don't even. It feels like a Wolfgang. Although, would you be able to feel an air guitar?
No.
You can't feel them. It's like the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Guitar.
Blank Palette asked the question. He says, "Don't know if you guys answered this yet, but are you going to the Music Zoo event with the live playing?" I don't know what that is.
Are they doing another one? They just did one.
I don't know. I have no idea what they're doing.
They just did one. They do a bunch of them. They do a bunch of events over there. Which if you're in the area, go stop by. Tell them I said hello. Got to bolt myself, guys. Huh? Oh, you got a bolt? Daniel.
Take it easy, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Wait a minute. There's a question here. Showman Blues says he doesn't have an EVH, but he's looking for his first EVH guitar. A Wolfgang? There's one on Reverb he's looking at.
Uh-huh.
What else? Dave would probably know more about that. I haven't seen it.
About what?
There's a PV Wolfgang Special gloss black made in USA.
Where?
On Reverb.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Showman Blues is looking at it. Wait a minute. Where am I? Dave, you look like you shed some pounds. Johnny, you need to eat a beef sandwich.
Wow. Well, thank you. I think it's basically just the way my computer is. You know, it's looking down at me instead of me looking down
it's
at
the
it.
Angle. It's
the angle. But thank you.
Look at me. I look 3'4" right now. It's the angle.
Basically, Johnny's telling me that I still look like a fat slob.
And that I look like I need to. The truth is, I'm gonna get very serious this year. It's my birthday tomorrow. If you guys didn't know that, and I'm getting very serious about getting into shape, if you want to say.
Yeah,
even though
you're starting to talk about getting serious about it, but you're not.
Even though I know, round is a shape.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
It's symmetrical.
We're gonna start running in the morning. running at least a mile for starters.
Do you have a good pair of sneakers?
Yeah, right there.
No. Running shoe. Oh yeah, actually those are pretty good.
Those are running shoes.
Yeah, they're good running shoes.
Yeah.
As long as they're not like, cons or something. You can't run in cons,
Well, cons run when they get out.
That's very funny. And they usually commit more crimes.
That's all they do is run. Adam EVH says, you guys both look hot. He says he has a hot wife, but you guys are EVH dead muffins. Thank
That's
you.
very nice of you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Michael Collins. Hey, man. Wow, look at this. Everybody's jumping in here.
Yeah, everyone's here. 49 people watching. 30 thumbs ups.
I guess this would be considered the birthday show, unless we go live tomorrow.
We can. I'll be around. We can go live for tomorrow for a little while, if you like.
Do an actual birthday. Oh, wait. I think I might be teaching a guitar lesson.
Well, what, for 24 hours?
No.
All right, then. So I don't want to hear it.
But tomorrow, well, since it's my birthday, tomorrow, I'm probably busy tomorrow night. So I can't hang out with you tomorrow.
Wow.
Maybe early. Maybe we can do an early. We can do an early like birthday video. How's that? And if I happen to get any kind of birthday presents, which, when you hit 29, you don't get presents anymore. I haven't got a birthday present in decades. If I get anything, I'll show them off, and it'll be like a short birthday show. What do you think of that?
I'm gonna have to call the wambulance on you.
Adam EVH, your wife's birthday is tomorrow as well? Wow. It's awesome. We share our birthday. Me and Adam EVH's wife.
My roommate Dennis and Sammy Hagar share our birthday.
And we're both hot. His wife and me apparently are pretty good looking, and we both have the same birthday. We could be related. You could be married to one of my cousins. John Constantine shares a birthday with Dorf.
Nice.
See, Joe Wentz just went live again. I told you he goes live every 10 minutes. So which is fine. Huh? Kiss was selling a pack of strings for air guitars? Is that true? Probably. Did you guys hear? About Gene Simmons wanting to what was it? He wants to put a copyright on the rock and roll. What do you call it? The hand symbol.
This?
That Ronnie James Dio does.
This thing?
Apparently, Gene Simmons wants to trademark that for himself, and everybody on Facebook is getting really upset about it.
This is Gene Simmons of Kiss.
You sound like you know the comedian that does that impression.
Mm-hmm.
And every time he starts, he says that. Craig. This is Gene Simmons of Kiss. That's the whole thing. That's what's so funny about the guy's act. He says like, "Oh yeah, Gene Simmons." He called me up one day and he said, "Hey, Craig, this is Gene Simmons of Kiss. Like he says of Kiss every time he says who he is.
It's funny, dude.
Oh, I don't mind Kiss. I was never a fan growing up. Although I did get into some of the late '80s stuff. You know, the stuff Desmond wrote. Apparently, I was into some of that for a little while.
This is Gene Simmons of Kiss. I invented Van Halen.
Did he?
So he says.
He did all those demos. He did all those early demos. Where the demos their demos kind of do sound like Kiss if you think about it.
Yeah,
those Van Halen demos sound like Kiss.
Exactly do. Yeah, they do. Well, better playing, but yes, they sound like a good Kiss record. If Kiss was good, it would sound like the Van Halen demos. Oh.
Either way, I like Kiss. This is Johnny Beane of Live on Air. Showman Blues.
Oh my God.
This is Johnny Beane with the EVHGEAR guitar. Hey, the Vigilant. Hey, man. Did you know it's my birthday tomorrow? Oh. It's pathetic.
What next?
I feel sorry for the guys that just listen to the audio of this stuff. Philip McKnight, I'm so sorry.
It's like, wow, what are they doing? They must be doing something because they're not saying shit.
Because they're just laughing. They're just laughing the whole time. They must.
Was there a hand signal or something? What are they doing? What are those guys doing?
Dave Nesdahl must be on camera because Johnny just keeps laughing.
That's funny. God.
Paul Glover, he's stuck trying to buy a reverb pedal. Any suggestions for a good reverb pedal?
Yeah, don't buy one.
The Boss one is cool. What do you call it? RV5?
RV5?
Is that it? That's a good one.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of reverb.
There's different ones. I'm thinking MXR has a new reverb pedal. Is that true? I think MXR has one. I have yet to try it. If it is true, but I think somebody I know on Facebook got one. If they do, in fact, make them.
U.S. American-made guitars. No, I'm not allowed to play guitar on here live. Johnny won't let me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. He was doing a demo one time, and it was awful. I told him he shouldn't play anymore. None of us play guitar on these things. The audio is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, these type of videos aren't made for it doesn't compute. The amplifier doesn't it doesn't relate very well.
Compute.
It doesn't compute.
Yeah. I can't even stand Dave's playing. Was that mean? Every time he plays, I'm like, dude, can you be quiet? Oh, see, I think that was mean. I'm sorry, Desiree. Were you playing the guitar for Desiree the entire time?
Not the entire time.
No. In all seriousness, no. Dave is awesome. I love his playing. I love his playing. I told you it's after 4:20 around here. No, the audio. We just can't have music on these things. None of us play guitar on these things.
Yeah.
Although Rob does, and we always tell him to stop.
Yeah, that's why we don't play, because when Rob does, we all want to just choke him.
But if you go live from the YouTube mobile app, which goes through like a mobile device, an iPhone, whatever, you can play through those, and you can play through that, and it sounds fine. Desiree says she loves listening to you play, and you're also an amazing guy.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Is that two different statements?
That's two different statements. That's not like I love listening to him play. He's a great guitar player.
She just likes listening to you play the guitar because you're so nice.
That's like saying, he kind of sucks on guitar, but he's a great guy.
It's like models. They're so good looking. They can do anything, and it's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie that model was in was so good. The dialogue was just. Oh.
Yeah, Elvis was such a great singer. He was in movies. He couldn't act.
Really?
Well, have you ever seen Elvis movies? He's a horrible actor.
Well, no, I haven't. I have not. What was I gonna say? We're just joking around. We're just kidding.
No, I don't care what you think. Everyone's entitled to their stupid opinion.
I mean, you're such a cool dude, though, man. I love listening to you play the guitar. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
All I had was some iced tea, and wow. What time is it? It's 7. It's 10.
Desiree, keep bragging about me. It's okay. You can do that. Oh.
It's a hockey thing in Canada.
Yeah.
Did you know that Michael J. Fox he actually played the guitar?
Yeah.
That wasn't him playing in Back to the Future.
No, I know that. That was all, finger synced, lip synced finger.
Well, actually, that was him playing when they were the Pinheads.
Oh, really?
Hey, this is Marty McFly of the Pinheads. Oh, wait. Hey, this is Marty McFly. We're the Pinheads. You're just too darn loud.
Paul Glover, I would go Phase 45. I think the Phase 90 is great, but I kind of like the Phase 45 better.
Mm-hmm. Who was the guy with the megaphone at the Back to the Future when the Pinheads was playing? Wasn't that Tiny Tim?
Man, I haven't watched that movie, and I can't tell you how long. And the only part that I ever watch is the part where Eddie's on the cassette player anyway.
I'm just kidding. Oh, it's Huey Lewis, of course. Huey Lewis. That was my first concert. In 1984, the sports tour. That was my first big concert.
Great
Was
show.
Huey Lewis. So you know how excited I was. I saw that concert, and then literally a year later, less than a year later, I see them in concert. You know, I mean, there was a movie. I mean, there was Back to the Future, and there he is in the movie with Michael J. Fox. I was still am a huge fan of both those guys. So awesome. But no, I was gonna say real quick, that was Michael J. Fox when they were the Pinheads, when they were playing that instrumental version of Power of Love, that's what that song is, where he's doing all the whammy bar stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was him actually playing there, although he was coached. He did have a guitar coach at the time.
Well, he was also playing guitar in Light of Day with Joan Jett.
Well, yes, yeah. He was actually playing there, but when they're playing Johnny Be Good, that wasn't him.
Right.
RMG 471. No. Well, sort of. Somebody mailed me some grommets that fit. Was it, what guitar was it? The black guitar. It's over there. Somebody sent me some, and they fit. They sent me 5 of them, so I have 1 left. I need more of them. And our friend Brian Davies, I guess, got some grommets from somewhere else, and apparently they work. He's supposed to send me a picture to show me that they work on his guitar. I'm looking forward. That's right, Brentsy Rocks, the heart of rock and roll. The heart of rock and roll is the beat. Is that the lyric? Of Heart of Rock and Roll?
Because the heart of rock and roll is still beating.
That's the lyric?
Heart of rock and roll is still beating.
Can you do that as Kermit the Frog?
In Cleveland, LA.
That was one of the lyrics I never understood. The heart of rock and roll, and then after that, I never knew what he was saying.
Is still beating.
Okay. Whoa, did you see that?
Yep, I did.
Yeah, we've got some weird power thing that goes on around here. Look like great strap locks. Are those rubber grommets? Showing blues. I don't know what they are. They work? I think they're plastic. Is that good or bad?
I mean, they're all going to be,
like. So anyway,
fine.
I have some of these on the black EVH guitar. That Bozique was very, very nice to send and trade, all that stuff. Oh, rubber grommets make great strap locks.
Yes, the Grolsch beer can, the beer bottle.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. Detroit is in Cleveland. Those are the lyrics to that song, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Paul Glover, you have to, if you're going to put the dog hook strap on your strap, you have to get a Van Halen, one of the EVH straps to do it, because you need the Velcro. It's hard to do with a guitar strap that doesn't have the Velcro on it.
Oklahoma City. Total chaos. Hey, man. What's up, man?
Isn't Cleveland in Detroit? That's very funny.
Is that the lyric?
No.
Doesn't he say Detroit, and then after that he says is in Cleveland?
No. Detroit and Cleveland.
He says is in Cleveland. The heart of rock and roll lyrics.
I don't understand the heart of rock and roll lyrics.
Oh, come on. Notice my Siri has a British accent. Huey Lewis, the heart of rock and roll lyrics, please.
I don't understand Harry Lewis, the heart of rock and roll lyrics, please.
Whatever. You see this? Look what I got the other day.
Ooh. How come I got it right away?
Hey, Adam.
Here's the lyrics. New York, New York isn't everything they say, and no place that I'd rather be. Where else can you do 500,000 things all at 2:45?
This is a Dave Nesdahl reading.
When they play their music, ooh, that modern music. They like it with a lot of style, but it's still got that But it's still that same old backbeat rhythm. It really drives them wild. They say the heart of rock and roll is still beating, and from what I've seen, I believe them. Now that old boy may be barely breathing, but the heart of rock and roll is still beating.
In Cleveland.
Let's find the rest of it. Hang on.
Is in Cleveland. Hey, Diamond Dave Lucy. You're surprised we're still on the air tonight? Still sitting here.
Oh. D.C., San Antonio, and the Liberty Town, Boston, and the Baton Rouge. All right. Blah, blah, blah. In Cleveland, Detroit. Heart of rock and roll. That's the last words on it.
Doesn't he sing is in Cleveland?
No.
That was pretty good, man. You should start doing
voiceovers.
Doing well, that was like a reading. That was like you should get into poetry.
Poetry reading.
Yeah, that was a poetry reading.
Yeah.
With heart of rock and roll lyrics.
That'll do real well for my manlyhood.
The heart of rock and roll is in Queensland? Oh, it's not is in Cleveland?
No.
Queensland.
No.
Are you sure you were looking at the real lyrics? Because people can make that stuff up. You don't believe anything you read on the internet. Yes, this is Huey Lewis Wednesday, Mark Taylor.
Huey Lewis. You tell him, Brandy. Hi, you're awake. You're awake. Hi, how are you? I'm just a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes.
Do you think there's a guy out there named Louis Hewis?
I don't think so. Hi. Yes. Oh, can I have it?
What's Huey short for? Heward?
No, Huey is Huey.
You know, Howie is short for Howard.
Right.
I call you guys don't know this. I call Howie Howard. That's what I actually call him. Howard. Steve Anderson. I think I got a bunch of eggs today. I forget how many. 7. Oh, Bozik says Huey is short for Hubert.
Really? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the old girl. Brandy. Brandy, why do you look like an alligator? Oh, there you go. So funny. Thank you. Thank you for the kisses. Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, everybody's saying Huey is short for Hubert. So his name is actually Hubert Lewis. I don't know if that's a real. Is that a rock star name, Hubert?
I heard his name started with a Q.
Cubert?
Yeah, Cubert.
So short. So Cubert. He's short. That's long for Huey.
QB.
Huey.
Huey. Huey Cubert. Just Bert. Just call me Bert. Herbert.
Hugh Anthony.
Desiree, you know where she is. If you miss her, come on back. Come on back.
Diamond Dave Lucy. Favorite Huey Lewis song? He says he can't decide between If This Is It or I Want a New Drug. Favorite Huey Lewis? Well, obviously for me, the Power of Love was always.
Power of Love? Isn't that Celine Dion?
Well, maybe as well. But that
Ask me how many times I played that song in a wedding.
the Celine Dion version of that?
Yeah.
Probably several hundred.
I bought my guitar collection on that song.
Wow. Buford?
T Justice?
So Buford is long for Huey?
Nobody makes Buford T Justice look like a possum's pecker.
I don't know if you can say that.
Dude, any Smokey and the Bandit reference is allowed, no matter what. No matter how bad, it is the funniest stuff. You got to be allowed to say it.
My bad, because I don't recall seeing that movie.
Oh,
I know.
it is one of the best, funniest movies ever. Oh my God, Jackie Gleason is just. He rewrote the book with that movie. That was so funny. All of his one-liners were ridiculous. So funny.
Yeah, I gotta see them. Gotta see them. Diamond Dave Lucy. That's you just tuned in. That's actually on. That's on an air guitar. Somebody sent me an air guitar in the mail, and I changed necks, and so all you can see is the neck. But also, I've got a Wolfgang special body that I'm going to slap that on. But I need the bridge. I need the hardtail bridge pieces and all that stuff. By the way, I went to the dentist yesterday, and I'm all good.
Are you good?
Although I did bust a tooth down here, which I got to get fixed. Aside from that, I'm all good.
Is that what you say when you bust something else too? You got to get it fixed?
What?
Nothing.
Steve Anderson got an email from Musicraft yesterday.
Ooh.
Cool. His shipment is in progress, it says.
His banana neck's going to come before the 5150 guitar from EVH.
Ah, Airplane. Yeah, that's a great one.
It's another one. Not quite as good as the Gleason ones, but it's really good. That's up there.
You guys are making me want to watch all these movies with dinner.
Oh, it's like a cat and mouse game. The mouse go this way, and I catch him with my paw. Then the mouse go that way, and I catch him with my paw. And then I squash his ass.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. That's just crazy. Gleason.
Thank you, U.S. American-made guitars. Thank you very much. Yeah, and everybody, go check out U.S. American-made guitars on YouTube. It's Gary. He's going to be making videos. Check out his stuff. Go subscribe to him. The link, I've got the link. The previous video we did, I've got some links right there of some channels that we recommend. U.S. American-made guitars. Go subscribe to them. Tone Talk. What?
Anything guitar? Anything music?
Anything music. Our friend Bob.
He spells his name backwards.
He could do that.
He could definitely do that.
Is she okay?
She is.
Does she have to go out?
She probably does. It's 10 o'clock. Of course she does.
Okay. I think we're going to be good in a second. Steve Anderson. No, I've not seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Nope. He says it's a sin that I live in California and I haven't seen that movie. I got to see it. Got to see it. Okay, we're out of here. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in tonight. It's my birthday tomorrow, which...
Yes. And here you go for your birthday. Here, Johnny. Take that. It's all yours. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you very much.
Happy birthday. Come on, grab it.
If you're listening to just the audio, Philip,
grab it.
I'm sorry.
Come on, open up.
Come on. Gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Good night, Mark Taylor. Good night, Steve Anderson. Good night, Rob Grabo. Good night, Adam EVH. Good night, Showman Blues. Good night, Bill Camporis. Good night, Stefan. Good night, Brent Z Rocks. Hey, Brent Z Rocks, man. Good night, all of you. And yeah, we'll do something tomorrow early. We'll do some sort of birthday something. Why not?
Yes, let's do it.
If you guys want to see me looking a year older tomorrow.
Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. I promise.
We'll do something.
Why don't you have thumbs? You can open your own door.
All right. Good night, everybody. This has been Johnny Beane of Live on Air. See you guys. If you want to send me a text.
That's actually a good name, Johnny. You should grab that. You should grab that. No, really, grab that.
Well, hang on. If you want to send me a text, 415-952-3263. There you go. Text anytime. Text pictures of your guitars. If you want me to feature any pictures of your Wolfgangs, any of that stuff, like on the pages, on the EVHGEAR Live Facebook page, which you should go like, on the EVHGEAR Live Instagram, which you should go follow, on the EVHGEAR Live Twitter, that you should follow. I can share all your pictures if you text them to this phone number, 415-952-3263. What was it? Johnny Beane of Live on Air?
Live on Air.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here.
All right, goodbye. See ya. So long.